Are you planning your first trip to Disney World and feeling overwhelmed with all the information out there? Well, we've been to Disney World countless times and we've made some big mistakes that are easy to avoid. So, we want you to learn from our mishaps. So, that's why we put together this video of the 22 first time Disney World mistakes that you don't want to make up next. Hello, friends. Don B here from Eat, Sleep, Disney, where we go from rope drop to close to ensure your trip to Disney is unforgettable. Now, if you have any questions at all about planning a trip to Walt Disney World, please leave them in the comment section below. We'll be happy to answer them, and we answer every single question. Now, one of the first mistakes we often see first timers make is not giving themselves enough time to plan. We recommend starting the planning process 6 to 12 months in advance. This will give you enough time to research and make informed decisions about your trip, as well as secure the hotel, tickets, and the dining reservations that you prefer. With 4 theme parks, 2 water parks, Disney Springs, and over 200 restaurants and more, there's a lot of information to sift through. So, more time you have to plan, the better. When planning your first trip to Disney World, one of the most important decisions you'll make is where to stay. While there are many hotels and resorts in Orlando, we recommend considering staying at a Disney World Resort hotel if it's your first time. Disney World Resort hotels immerse you in all things Disney and offer a variety of benefits that make your trip more seamless, including more time in the parks, free theme park transportation, discounted magic bands, early access to dining reservations, and special event tickets, plus more. Currently, there are over 25 Disney World hotels at varying price points and themes, so be sure to give yourself some time to learn about them all before making your reservation. If you're planning your first trip to Disney World, you might be wondering if you need to rent a car to get around. Well, honestly, the answer is no, you don't. And you probably shouldn't even think about renting one. Disney World is designed to be easy to get around without a car, especially if you're staying at a Disney hotel. If you're flying into the Orlando International Airport, MCO, you can get to your hotel by booking a shuttle service or using a rideshare service like Lyft or Uber. Once you're at your Disney World hotel, you can hop on the complimentary transportation to all 4 theme parks, water parks, and Disney Springs. If you're thinking of booking a Disney World trip, the first thing you should do is download the My Disney Experience app. In fact, if you haven't downloaded it yet, do so right now. Don't worry, I'll wait. The My Disney Experience app has become one of the most essential things to have within arm's reach at all times during a Disney World vacation. With the My Disney Experience app, here are just some of the things you can do. Book your tickets and park reservations. View wait times for attractions. Make dining reservations. Find character experiences. Navigate the parks with interactive maps. Mobile order food at select restaurants. And that's just the tip of the iceberg. To get the most out of the app, get familiar with the app before your trip. Now, if you didn't take the chance to download the app earlier, make sure you download it before you step foot in a Disney theme park. And take some time to explore the different features and options available, and make sure you know how to use them before heading to the House of the Mouse. A Disney World vacation is pricey, but it doesn't have to be. Before booking your first trip to Disney World, it's important to check for discounts that can help you save money. Disney regularly releases special offers and discounts that can help you save hundreds of dollars on your Disney World vacation. You can find them all on Disney's website, and be sure to check other third-party ticket vendors to see if you can find a better deal. And you may want to consider talking to a travel agent, like our trusted travel partner, MouseFan Travel. They're an authorized Disney vacation planner, and they can walk you through all of the options and determine what is the best package for you to help you save the most money. One of the most important things you need to do when planning your Disney World vacation is to stay on top of dining reservations. Disney World is known for its amazing dining experiences, and many of the most popular restaurants book up months in advance. To ensure you get the dining experience you want, it's crucial to make your reservations as early as possible. You can make reservations up to 60 days in advance, and it's a good idea to do so as soon as your booking window opens. You can make your reservation by visiting Disney's website, calling their Disney reservation line, or using the My Disney Experience app, which is our preferred method. If you're unable to get the reservations you want 60 days in advance, don't stress. We recommend that you check back frequently leading up to your trip, and even during your trip, as people are constantly changing and canceling reservations. Now, every Disney trip, we go from rope drop to close, and we are over planners. But when you're planning your first Disney World itinerary, it's important to remember that you simply can't do everything in one trip. It's better to focus on quality experiences rather than trying to cram in too many activities, as overscheduling yourself can lead to exhaustion and disappointment. Be realistic about wait times and crowd levels. Book only one table service restaurant reservation a day, and consider adding one day to the end of your trip to give you some extra park time or pool time. One of the best ways to avoid overscheduling yourself while still ensuring that everyone in your family has the best experience is to write out a must-do list. Sit down before your trip and let each family member pick 5 things that they don't want to miss out on. Then you have a starting point for making your itinerary, and everyone ends a trip knowing they got to experience the most important things to them, even if it's not everything. Between constantly using the My Disney Experience app, communicating with your family, and snapping photos, you'll likely find that your phone battery runs out of charge faster than you expect. We recommend packing a portable phone charger so you don't end up having to go without one of the most important accessories you have with you, your phone. If there's one thing that Central Florida weather can be, it's unpredictable. While Florida is known for its heat and humidity during the summer months, it can get cold in the winter, especially in the mornings and evenings. And there's a good chance that you might see at least one thunderstorm that came out of seemingly nowhere during your trip. To be prepared, check the weather leading up to your trip and be sure that you have a poncho, rain jacket, or an umbrella with you just in case. If you're visiting during the summer months, we recommend packing a few extra outfits in case you need to change midday. And don't forget a jacket if you're visiting in the winter months. We're all about bling here, so as a first-time visitor to Disney World, you don't want to miss out on the opportunity to wear the First Visit button. It's a great way to celebrate your first visit and lets cast members know that it's your first time. The button is free, and you can pick it up at the guest relations locations in the parks or at the front desk of your Disney World Resort hotel. Wearing the button is a fun way to interact with the cast members, and you may even receive some special treatment, or even some surprises throughout your visit when wearing it. We cannot stress this next mistake enough. To make the most of your day at Disney World, it's important to get to the parks early. By getting there right when the park opens, you can avoid the crowds and long lines that form later in the day. Plus, you'll have more time to explore the parks and enjoy the attractions. Currently, Disney World Resort guests have access to early theme park entry, which allows you to enter any of the 4 theme parks: Magic Kingdom, Epcot, Disney's Animal Kingdom, and Disney's Hollywood Studios 30 minutes before the parks open for the day. This gives you a head start on the day and can make a huge difference in how much you get to do during your trip. Here on the channel, we're all about the Disney food. After all, we are called Eat, Sleep Disney. And one of the best ways to save time and avoid long lines for food is to use the mobile order feature in the My Disney Experience app. This feature allows you to order food and drinks from select quick service restaurants and snacks using the app on your smartphone. To use mobile order, simply select the restaurant or snack stand you want to order from. Choose your items, customize your order, and pay using a credit card or the Disney Dining Plan credits. Then, when you arrive at the restaurant or snack stand, use the app to let them know you're there. Your order will be prepared and ready for you to pick up without having to wait in line. Using mobile order can save you a significant amount of time, especially during peak dining hours. You can also use it to order food in advance. This is a huge tip, allowing you to plan your meals and avoid long lines. So what we often do early in the morning is plan where we want to eat lunch and set up our mobile order hours in advance. And then when we get to the restaurant, we let them know we're there, and within a few minutes, we have our meals. For your first trip to Disney World, it's important to know whether you need to make park reservations in addition to purchasing park tickets. Currently, you do not need to make a park reservation if you have purchased a date-based theme park ticket. However, Disney World annual pass holders and guests with non-date-based tickets do still need to make a park pass reservation online before arriving at the parks. To make a park pass reservation, you'll need to have a valid theme park ticket or annual pass. You can make your reservation online through the Disney Park Pass system. It's important to make your reservation as early as possible, especially if you have a specific date or park in mind. With all of the planning you're doing, you may be wondering how you manage to eat while you're at the parks. After all, there are so many restaurants to choose from, and prices can add up quickly. That's why you should consider adding the Disney Dining Plan to your vacation package. The Disney Dining Plan is a prepaid meal plan that allows you to enjoy a variety of dining experiences at Disney World without having to pay while you're there. With the plan, you'll receive a set number of meal credits per day, which you can use at select restaurants throughout the parks and resorts. It is important to note that Disney Dining Plans isn't necessarily a way to save money on food in the parks, but it's a way to make dining in Disney World more convenient and easier for your family. Plus, you know the costs up front, so you don't come home with sticker shock. When visiting Disney World for the first time, the one thing you should be prepared for is a lot of walking. Disney World is huge. It's not uncommon to walk several miles each day, regardless of which park you choose to visit. Your shoes are perhaps the most important thing you'll wear during your trip, so we recommend that you avoid wearing brand new shoes or sandals that haven't been broken in yet, as they may cause discomfort and pain. It is also a good idea to wear socks that will help keep your feet dry and prevent blisters. You may also want to start walking more in your daily routine leading up to your vacation to prepare for the demands on your body. When visiting Disney World, waiting in line is inevitable. However, there are ways to minimize the time you spend in line. For example, consider planning a trip for a time of year when there are fewer crowds. Opt for the single rider lines when they're offered. Or like we said earlier, plan to get to the parks bright and early to start your day with a ride. You can also purchase the new Disney Genie Plus service or individual attraction selections, which allow you to skip the line at select attractions throughout all 4 theme parks for an additional price on top of your theme park ticket. Keep in mind that these 2 services are similar to Disney's former FastPass service, though they are completely new and require some additional research on how to get the most out of your money before you get to the parks. If you're traveling to Disney World with small kids, you might be worried about how to enjoy the bigger attractions while keeping your little ones entertained if they're not tall enough to ride just yet. Fortunately, Disney offers a service called Rider Switch that allows parents with small children to take turns riding the bigger rides while the other person waits with the child. Here's how it works. One parent waits in line and rides the attraction while the other parent waits with the child. When the first parent is finished riding, they switch with the second parent, allowing them to skip the line and ride the attraction without waiting in the regular queue. To use Rider Switch, simply go to the attraction's entrance and let the cast member know that you'd like to use the service. They'll provide you with directions and get you to the designated waiting area. One of the most exciting parts of visiting Disney World is meeting your favorite characters. And yes, even us big kids like those character meet and greets. Whether it's Mickey Mouse, Cinderella, Buzz Lightyear, or my personal favorite, Chewbacca, there are plenty of opportunities to meet and interact with your beloved Disney characters. And you don't have to spend time searching for them. In the My Disney Experience app, all the current character meet and greet locations, along with their meeting times and current wait times, are easily accessible. Be sure that you don't miss any of the parades and cavalcades too, as there's another fun way to say hi to Disney characters in the parks. And again, that My Disney Experience app will have all of the show times for those different events. Photos are one of the best ways to remember a vacation, and Disney makes it easy to capture all your memories with Disney PhotoPass. With multiple photographer stations throughout the parks, and even in some resorts, you can pose in front of the most iconic areas in Disney World, knowing that your entire family is in the photo, including you. While the Disney PhotoPass photographers do take your picture for free, it is important to note that you'll need to purchase a Memory Maker package or individual images to have access to them after your trip. While Disney World is best known for its 4 theme parks, there's another Disney theme spot that you don't want to miss: Disney Springs. This massive shopping and dining complex features some of the best restaurants and stores across Walt Disney World Resort, including the largest Disney store in the world. And the best part, it's totally free to visit. Just hop on Disney Transportation or park in any of the free parking garages to see what it has to offer. Many of the restaurants in Disney Springs do require reservations, and you can make them in the My Disney Experience app. But some of the more popular places, like Gideon's Bakehouse, are walk-up only. No matter how much you try, things may not always go as planned during your trip, and that's okay. While it's important to have an itinerary and a general idea of what you want to do, it's equally important to be flexible and open to change. We recommend having an idea of the things you want to accomplish each day of your trip and leaving room for changes and detours. You might find that you much prefer a Mickey pretzel over a quick service restaurant. Or you might find that lines for rides are longer than anticipated, so you can't get to everything you originally planned. Or you might run into Peter Pan in Fantasyland and decide that letting your kiddo run around with him is more fun than getting to the next show. Disney World is full of surprises, so go with the flow and allow yourself to enjoy them. And while you know the 22 first-time Disney World mistakes, we have plenty more planning advice right here on the channel. So if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe and check out our latest Disney World tips planning video right here on YouTube.